everybody. So I am introducing a new series that I'm going to be doing here on YouTube, and I really was racking my brain trying to figure out how to present this to you guys. Just a few months back I got into making handmade books, junk journals, and art journals, and I get quite a few questions about how to put these things together, and I'm definitely not an expert. That's why I'm gonna put the title up as For Beginners, a tutorial like this to appeal to someone like me who's still learning a lot and learning as I go. And I have to say, 6 or 8 months ago it was really intimidating. In fact, if you watch a couple of my older videos, I talk about that, how stressed out I was about making a junk journal when it's supposed to be a relaxing thing to do, right? I mean, our arts and crafts are where we relax. And I was way stressing out about it. And I think mostly it's because of the way my brain works. I love, buying a brand new pre-made art journal and then just getting messy and painty with pages and not having to think about the construction of the book. But making your own books is really fun too, and they make wonderful gifts. The few that I have made, I have given as gifts. Because it is handmade and because usually it's personalized to that person, they just really appreciate it. So I think that they're a wonderful thing to make, and I'm sure I will become more relaxed as I continue learning how to make them. But I thought for this first video I would just show you a few of the basic tools, and depending on what type of book you're making, it will vary, but these are some of the things that I use over and over again. So you can also use Mod Podge, and I also want to tell you about, if you haven't discovered her yet here on YouTube, Deli Girl 1961. I'll put her information below. She's Cheryl here on YouTube, and she has started a tips and tricks series that is awesome, and there's one video where she talks all about glues. But this is the one I like in particular. It's by Aleene's, but also by Tracy Bautista, and I like this one a little bit better than Mod Podge. Just it seems to be a little bit more user-friendly for me, and I like the smell of it better than Mod Podge, so there you go. But I hear a lot of people use Mod Podge. And washi tape is something else that I use a lot in my journals, and this is an easy to find item, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Most of my washi tapes I get at Tuesday Morning, and you can also find some good sales like at Michael's and Joann's and things like that. Good pair of scissors. I couldn't find my Tim Holtz scissors, but these are my Betty Crocker ones that I happened to get at the Dollar Tree, and they're actually really good. And twine is something else that I use quite a bit, and this was also very inexpensive. I think I got it at a Joann's sale, and it might have been $1. So, and there's lots here. Ribbons and other types of materials like this too that are decorative, you'll probably find really fun to work with in your journals, and I've been collecting a lot of these. I have some that have sequins, some that have pearls, just kind of depending on the look that you're going for. And again, this is an inexpensive buy. I got this in a basket at Joann's for like 99 cents. Cardstock. This is the 65-pound weight. I got a big thing of it at Michael's. Here comes Kona. She always has to make an appearance. Hey, baby. Yeah, just plain white cardstock. And again, doesn't have to be expensive. If you use your 40% off coupon, or if you find it on sale, I think I got a whole stack of these for like $4. And then this paper cutter I've had for a couple of years. It was very inexpensive, and it's not the best one on the market. I mean, it was $10, so I really just bought it for basic stuff, but now I'm going to be on the lookout for a better paper cutter, but this one for starters is pretty good. So that's just a few of the things to start collecting. A lot of things you'll probably already have on hand. That's the cool thing, especially with junk journals, is that you can add receipts, photos, paper bags that you might have received gifts in, like just about anything can go into a junk journal. I mean, it really is supposed to be like things that are ephemera. So like if you look up ephemera online, you'll find out that there are so many ways that you can get ephemera. I mean, if you're visiting a place, or even if like in your own neighborhood, you go into a tourist center, or another way that I used to collect a lot of ephemera was hotel lobbies, because they'll have a lot of the landmark advertisements and stuff like that. You can get some really awesome fonts and pictures that way. And so yeah, I mean, you start building a collection of photos and things like that, and those can start going into your junk journals as well. And I'll be talking about coffee dyeing and making things look vintage in future videos. But for the start of this series, I'm just going to leave you with the very first step that I usually go about doing in making a journal. And in this case, I'm going to use a cereal box for the cover, and that's up to you. You can make a cover in a lot of different ways. You can use an old book cover. You can use a file folder. That's another favorite method of mine, and lots of the journalers that I see on here. This one, I just happen to have a cereal box handy, and I thought I would show you a really easy way to cut one out. And I'm going to film it in real time so that it's pretty clear what I'm doing, because I know a lot of times I'm watching videos, and if it's really sped up, it can be hard to follow. So thanks for watching. Any feedback is always appreciated. Constructive criticism, I always welcome. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.